Let's go straight to the front of the Financial Review. I think this is a magnificent story and one that I think all governments should embrace. New South Wales leads on ending stamp duty. New South Wales will lead the way on tax reform with its plan to transition from stamp duty on property purchases to a land tax as part of a suite of measures designed to stimulate the economy as it recovers from the coronavirus recession. Businesses and economists have praised yesterday's 2021 state budget, splashing nearly $30 billion on infrastructure projects, stimulus measures and payroll tax relief. Now, Lisa, I've got to say, if we're talking about a stimulus to the economy, if we're talking about the property market and making sure that the property market is cushioned, protected from the impact of COVID, this is an absolute winner.
Yeah, and certainly the economists have been pushing for this for a very long time. What we need to see now is this actually get through in New South Wales and for the rest of the country, all of the states and territories to fall into line, because it is the great Australian dream. And you look at the property market, for example, in Sydney. If you're a first-time home buyer, it is so tough to raise the deposit that you need just to get that house. Never mind then the extra 25 to 30% on top, which is your stamp duty. So with this new proposal, they can at least now say, well, yes, I can afford the stamp duty outright, or pay it down as land tax over as a figure every year. So it really does open that market up. And then, of course, the flow-on effect for that is the conveyancers, the solicitors, the busier real estate agents, and look, at the end of the day, furniture.
I've got a feeling that if this actually comes to fruition, it could be one of the greatest taxation reforms in this country since Federation. I think that's how important it is. And I take my hat off to Dominic Perrottet and Gladys Berejiklian for leading the charge throughout the country. And of course, this will put a fair bit of pressure on the federal government to come up with a similar type of outcome.